Hello, today we're going to practice balancing and strengthening with yoga. So we're going to use a chair near a wall. So grab your chair. If you have a corner wall or two walls together, that would be great. I'm going to demonstrate from the side so you can see the first pose we're reviewing is Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. So position yourself just a few feet away from the wall. So you'll be able to stretch your leg back and take your heel to the wall. At the same time, you want to take the other leg, walk it towards the chair. So you want to be in between the legs of the back of the chair. Have your toes in line with that. So do that first. Start here in standing pose. Step one foot forward under the chair. Take the other foot back and just let the heel glide down so you're pressing into the wall. This helps to keep the legs straight. So if you seem to bend the knee like this, press into the foot, into the wall, straighten your leg. The other leg is straight to start with. Now we want to not be turning out to the side. You want to make sure you shift your hips so they're equal distance from the back of the chair. So adjust yourself. If you need to take your legs wider this way, you can separate them, but don't take them so far wide that you can't draw a line from one heel to the other or the inner edge of the foot. And the other thing you can do is just turn the toes out slightly. Okay, but see the difference between my leg being a little bit bent and then pressing and lifting up and straightening. That really strengthens the muscles and it gives support. Spread the toes, feel your feet. So now you're facing the chair with the other leg straight. Be mindful of pressing the back foot into the wall. And now we're going to take the knee, the leg on the other side and bend the knee. Bend the knee toward the chair, but not so far that it goes beyond your ankle. So if I push the chair out, you can see a little bit. Now the knee is too far, and plus I'm leaning too far forward. So you want to come back up so you have a 90-degree angle. You could move your leg wider, keep pressing into that back leg, lifting up and bend this front knee, standing up tall. This is our warrior stance, our warrior one stance. We're going to practice and strengthen the leg. So the knee is bent toward the chair, but not so far that it's over your toes, and not so far that it's not bent. And the same, the back leg is straight. So facing forward, feel your feet, press into the feet, press into the back edge of the back foot, the heel, as you lift up, and then press into the front foot and straighten the leg to come up tall. Hold on to the chair or the wall, chair and the wall. So you have both to support you. Take a breath in through the nostrils, and on the exhale, without tipping forward, drop the hips, bend the knee. Keep the chest lifted. Back leg straight, straighten the front leg. And we'll go 2 more times. Bend, pressing that back leg into the wall, firming the muscles. Thigh bone moves in and up. Straighten the leg in the front. 1 more time. Exhale, drop the hips. The knee moves toward the chair, but it's over the ankle. So while you're here, let's just take a moment and feel the strength that's building in our legs, and reach one arm out and then down. Hold on to the chair, the other arm out and down. You can also hold on to the wall, reaching the other arm out and up. Look forward. Soften your gaze forward. Find your focus point. And then exhale back down. Now, if you feel really firm, you're starting to feel the muscles build here, endurance, take both hands out straight. Hold for 2 breaths and then release down. One more time. 2 breaths, maybe a little bit higher. If you start to get a little wobbly, you've got the wall for support, or back down to your chair. Straighten the leg, release the other leg and step forward. A lot of action in that leg. We'll go to the other side. So take a breath. This foot moves forward in line with the back of the chair, legs, toes, and then step the other foot. I have a very wide stance, so if you need to move a little closer to the wall, pull the chair back. So the back leg, you're not directly into the wall, but you're turning out to the side slightly, and you're pressing the outer edge of the heel here, right here, into the wall. So with this foot, it was like this, not like this, just a little bit out. And then so with this foot, press into the wall, slightly out. The other leg is straight. So see how I'm pressing in and lifting that leg back there? This front leg is straight as well. Take a breath, look forward, soften your gaze. Inhale, lift the trunk up. Exhale, bend the knee toward the chair as you're pressing back into the wall with your back leg, so you feel direction of force in both directions. To strengthen that back leg, rotate the hip around so it's equal distance to the back of the chair. Don't be back like this. You want to take your, whatever leg is back, you want to roll that hip forward. Take the bent knee hip back and inhale. On the exhale, press into your front foot, straighten the leg and come up. We'll do it 2 more times. Feel your feet, spread your toes, feel all the parts of your foot, the inner, the outer, the front, the back. 1 more breath, and the center. Exhale, bend the knee. Look down, make sure you're not going past your toes so that you have enough stability. And then straighten the leg. And we'll go 1 more time, 3rd time. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee. Press into that back wall simultaneously. Don't forget to relax your shoulders. Take 1 arm out. Breathe and then back. Take the other arm out. Breathe and then back. Keep your legs steady. Keep your trunk lifted. And let's see if we can take, you've always got the wall here, 1 arm out and up. And then back out. Let's see if we can raise the other arm. Stay right here. Spread your fingers. Press into that wall to keep you standing. If you start to wobble, grab the wall or the chair. Inhale. Maybe you can take your arms up a little bit higher. Parallel to the ears is your full pose in the warrior. But don't worry about it. Hold on to the wall if you need to for balance, and feel your feet. Exhale, release the hands back down, straighten the leg, and step forward. Good job. Okay, the next pose we're going to do is a warrior 3. So you need a lot of space behind you to lift the leg. We're going to move the chair forward. Make sure you're on a surface that your chair is not going to slide. Now you're going to step back and begin to fold at the hips. Take your feet hip distance apart first. Keep your legs straight and bend forward, taking your chest parallel to the floor. Pull the ribs in for a nice tabletop. And then look down. And then lift your head and look up. Press into your feet, lift up. And now we're just going to adjust our feet together like this. Close together, big toe mound touching. Press back, the hips don't want to go behind your ankles. They should be in line with your ankles. So if you need to step back a little bit more, Straighten the legs. I just want you to see that my legs are straight. We're not bent here. If you need to bend to start with, and see if you can press into your feet and lift the hips over the ankles. I'm leaning forward a little bit so my hips are not beyond my ankles like this. They're over the ankles. You want to have this 90 degrees flat in the back. Good. Now I don't have enough space to raise my leg, because if I begin to raise one leg back, I'm going to hit the wall. That's okay. You want to hit the wall, but you want to have enough to see how high you can get the leg. So I'm going to move forward a little bit and try it again. Here we go. Bend forward. Now this time I can slide the foot back onto the toe and lift the foot, and I can press into the wall to straighten the leg and hold on to the chair. And that gives you a nice length to the side body. This is your warrior three, where we're holding on to the chair. If you can't come that high, make sure your leg is straight. Press through the heel. So you can be down here. That's fine. Leg is straight, not bent. And then step forward and up. I felt that in my arms too. Okay. That's the leg portion of the pose. Now the next one, other side, fold forward, slide that other foot back, keep it on the ground, make sure it's straight. If you can lift it and touch the wall and press the foot into the wall, don't make sure the chair doesn't slide. I have mine on a mat. All right, so you can lean forward. One thing is, don't open the hip to the side. It has to be facing the floor. So hold on to the chair and lift as high as you can. But if you're here, it's better to just have it straight, then come down. Now we're going to step back and take it again. But this time, we're not going to lean all the way forward. We're just going to slide slightly forward and then take the leg back. Balance on the straight leg. Hold on with the same side hand as your leg is back, and release the opposite arm out. So if you have your right leg back, your left arm is reaching out, or vice versa. And then look beyond your fingers. Take a breath, and then come back down. Okay, balancing and going back and forth with opposite sides of the body for a little hemisphere in the brain work. So let's do the other side. So you're just tipping forward. You can bend your elbows out for support. Slide that leg back. Press through the heel, lift it up. Look forward and extend the arm out. Reach, arm away from the leg away from the arm. Inhale, exhale, release. So we're going to do each side one more time. Other foot back, lift, press through the heel, opposite arm out. Hold and breathe. Spread your fingers. Exhale, release. Take a breath. Now press into the other leg, foot down into the ground, firm, and create a little tree trunk there. Grow your roots. Tip forward, elbows bent out, raise the other leg, the opposite arm out. And take 3 breaths if you can. If you need to come down sooner, come down sooner. If you can reach higher, out further, and then relax back down. Okay, so we did each side in isolation, and now we're going to flow back and forth with the breath, like this. It's always opposite leg and opposite arm on the body. So we're going to be almost like marching, all right? So lean forward slightly, one leg, opposite arm, take a breath, switch it out, and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good job. So turn to the side so that your hip is facing the back of the chair. Just take a moment here. You can separate your feet about hip distance apart. Take a moment with your hand on your hip and one on the chair. Relax and breathe and integrate the benefits of those poses we just did. Ready to move on to the tree pose. Now that we've really strengthened our legs, we're going to do one more pose. So there's 3 all together. Well, there's 3 and then the flow with 1. Okay. Opposite arm and hand. So here we go. The leg that is closest to the chair is going to be your standing straight leg, your tree trunk growing down into the ground. So really firm. You see the difference here? I'm really pressing that leg down. I'm straightening. Do not hyperextend, but we're going to press in. Spread your toes. Spread your toes. And then come up on the toe, bend the knee on the side. Keep lifting so I didn't sink into my hip. Lift up. And then come onto your tippy toe and see if you can lift that foot off the ground with your foot flexed. Just like this. And then back down. Next time, we're going to take it out to the side. Press into that leg closest to the chair. Come on your toe, lift the foot up. Take it out to the side. Back in and down. And then the third time, we're going to bring the foot out and down to the floor. So raise the foot up. Knee is bent out to the side, down to the floor. And then you're on your toes, slide that heel back above your ankle for a kickstand. This is our tree pose. Inhale, raise the arm out and grow your branches, looking straight ahead. And if you want to be light on this one, if you can, but you've always got the chair and you can move back against the wall. And let the wall support you as you take the position of the pose. And then arms down, hand on the hip, release that foot. Take a breath. All right, let's try it one more time with the toes on the floor, but then we're going to lift the toes off the floor. Lift the foot up, out to the side, toes on the floor, heel above the ankle of the straight leg. Now, to get your balance, sense that you're standing strongly on your straight leg, and then lift the toes off the ground of the bent knee. Take a breath, and then back down. And keep lifting up. Don't sink into your hip. Strong legs again, up and down, up and down. And then release that foot. That's a lot of work on that leg. Okay. So we're going to just switch to the other side. You can walk around your chair or take the chair to the other side. And we'll do our tree pose on this side. So stand and just integrate the benefits of what you did on the other side. You separate your feet slightly. Strong in the standing leg that's by the chair. Take a breath. Lift up. Put your weight on that foot as you bend the knee, come on your toe and lift your foot off the ground. Doesn't have to be high. Just lift it off and balance. Take a breath and then back down. Next time we go out to the side. No hurry. We're taking our time. If you need to practice that a few more times, turn off the tape, the video, and take your time. Or if you've had enough, stop and take a nap. Okay, let's take the toe, knee up, flex the foot, knee out to the side, and then back and down. Next time, we're going to take the foot out to the side and down. Ready? Lift it up, take it out, toe to the ground, slide the heel back so it props up against your other leg above the ankle. And this is our tree pose. Raise that arm up to grow the branches. See if you're balanced. Pull those muscles in and up to give you the stability. You can have your toes on the floor. That's a kickstand, so the bike's not going to fall. You're going to stay here strong with support and then back down. So this time we're going to practice taking the toe off the ground. Strong standing leg next to the chair. Raise the knee. Flex the foot. Out to the side. It's a hip opener. Strong hips. Toe down to the ground. Bring the heel just above the ankle for your kickstand. Don't sink down. Lift up. And now, balance on one leg. Lift the toe off the floor. And back down. And up. And down. And up. Hold it here for a breath. So this is balancing right here. Strong leg. You're really getting those muscles to be strong. And the bones. The muscles are really toned and the bones are strong. And then release your foot down to the ground. So that's our practice today. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste. Thanks for practicing.